Hello everyone, Captain Bravo back for the third video of the night. Again on Yu-Gi-Oh! This is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Night. This is on another deck that I have recently gotten and think is really cool. The Yosenju Kama deck. Although there are other cards you can use like Misak and Daibak, unfortunately I do not have those cards, so I have a Kama build using Kamas 1, 2, and 3. Now this is mostly a Level 4 Yosenju deck, which Yosenjus focus on normal summoning and then returning to the hand. So you need a pretty strong back row presence. So you're going to use staple cards, like if you can get it Mirror Force, Dimensional Prison, Threatening Roar, Wabaku, things like that. Anything to prevent you from getting damage. Now since this is a level 4 deck, you can use some great Xyz here. For example, one big one you're going to use is Diamond Dire Wolf. Since this deck is made up of Beast Warriors, you can use his ability to blow up a Beast Warrior and then blow up a card in the field. Another cool thing you can use, since you're swarming the field with level 4s, you can use number 103 Masquerade, since he requires 3 level 4s. Now during either player's battle phase, you can detach one Xyz material to negate an effect and then inflict 800 damage to your opponent. You can also, once per turn, send the top deck of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. If you use that effect against Light Swarms, you're not good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Unless you're trying to lose. Or, have some big plan. Another card you can use is number 103, Ragna Zero. Now, if you pair this card with Burden of the Mighty, you can detach one Xyz material during either player's turn and destroy a card in the field whose current attack is different from their original attack, and then you can draw a card. If you want to use a rank up, you can also get the C103 Ragna Zero. It's got an effect similar to Dark, although you do not get the life point bonus. Since you can use a lot of Xyz, you can use number 58 Burner Visor. When this is equipped to an Xyz monster, that monster can attack directly. And when the monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can actually discard a card and then deal 500 damage to your opponent. Alright, so main cards of the deck are Yosenjus, Kama 1, 2, and 3. Now when these guys are normal summoned, you can normal summon another Yosenju from the hand. Now when Kama 1's on the field and there's another Yosenju on the field besides it, once per turn you can bounce one card. Is it face-up card? Yeah, one face-up card from the field to the owner's hand. Kama 2 is able to attack directly. However, its attack is cut in half, or damage is cut in half in that case. Kama 3, once per turn, when another Yosenju deals damage to your opponent, you can add a Yosenju card from your deck to your hand. Another cool card you can use is Yosenju Sujik. All these cards, by the way, go back to the hand or the end phase. Sujik, you can either discard it to give the Yosenju 1,000 attack points till the end phase, or you can choose to give the Yosenju 1,000 attack till the end phase of the turn. Now your pendulum scales are Yosenju Shinchu L and Shinchu R. Shinchu L you want to use because if a Yosenju would be destroyed, monster or monsters, you can, if it's going to be destroyed with battle or card effect, you can destroy Shinchu L instead. Shinchu R is able to change its pendulum scale from 5 to 11 once per turn. However, you can only pendulum summon Yosenju monsters in that case. Now, in this deck, you don't really need your graveyard. So a really cool card to play, since you don't need the graveyard but other people do, Dimensional Fissure. When this is on the field, any monster that would be sent to the graveyard is instead banished. Now, since this is also a deck where you do not need to special summon, mostly you're going to normal summon unless you Xyz summon, run 2 or 3 Pot of Dualities. Although if you play this card, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn, or at all, you can still check the top 3 cards to your deck and add one of them to your hand. Like I said, you can run Burden the Mighty. Book of Moon is sometimes cool to run because it's quick play. You can use it like a trap, and it'll flip your opponent's monster face down. You can also use an enemy controller, which will either change your opponent's monster to defense mode, or you contribute one of your monsters to take control of one of your opponent's monsters till the end phase. And also, since your field is usually clearing out, you can play a Dark Hole in this deck to wipe out the field and then summon your Yosenjus. Now, along the lines, of course, of the Dimensional Fissure reasoning, you can also use a Macrocosmos, which, instead of just banishing monsters, banishes everything. Like I said, also use a Threatening Roar, but the thing is, you have to be careful about timing. Do not activate this when your opponent attacks. If you do, that attack will still go through, because this only stops them from declaring attacks. Staple card you want to run to, Compulsory Evacuation Device. Bounce a monster back to the hand. Like I said, you can run Mirror Force. Run a Waboku that stops you from taking any damage. Run that Bottomless. Run the Bottomless. Also, another amazing card to run is Trap Stun. This will also, since you don't... sometimes you do not need to play anything else, just play a Trap Stun. And that way, since your monsters are usually clearing out, if they blow up your monsters, you're kind of screwed. So use this to stop the traps. So that's Yosenju's in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, leave comments below of what kind of deck you want to see next, or you can message me on Facebook under Noah Hitchcock. Like I said, I do Buddy Fight, Vanguard, Force of Will, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh videos. So just let me know what you want to see. If I can learn about the deck, which most likely I can tell you about it. Also do game mechanics, that's a new thing I'm doing. So see you next time. Hope you enjoy.